Ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo and welcome to the BoB Bhutan Premier League Match Day 7. Facing off here at Changlimitang, we have TSIRANG FC coming off of a brutal 2-1 loss against Transport United despite their solid performance. And BFF Academy on the other side coming off of a solid victory 3-1 against Ugen Academy. Both teams looking to get themselves more points. TSIRANG still looking for their first. BFF looking to continue the hot streak. And here are the starting lineups. Antonio Da Silva on goal, 41 for TSIRANG. Kinzan Tsering, 24. John Pine Sarsha, number 5. Alex Willen, 21. Atash Vijay, 55. Pimadoji, 13. Forda Fafana, 77. Stefan Stalin, their lone goal scorer against Transport United, 25. Tenzi Wanda, number 7. A new start. Afiz Olawale Oladipo, number 9. And Tampi Ernest completing the starting 11 for TSIRANG FC. On the other side, a couple of shuffles here and there for BFF Academy as well. Here is the starting 11 for BFF Academy. Tanipenjo not there in the starting lineup. Instead, on goal, we have Sherab Doji, their number 1. Chogalas Sherab, number 3. Tsindo Jamso, 23. Dechok Drakar, 14. Tanitsong, 12. Kinza Dendup, 6. Som Doji, 10. Chinese, 19. Tanipunso, 11. Riz Doji, as always, their captain at number 7. And Dendup Gelson completing the roundups for both teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome BFF Academy and TSIRANG FC.
Again, as a reminder to their current record here in the BoB Bhutan Premier League, BFF Academy coming off in a win against Ugen Academy, where they scored a dominant 3-1, brilliant first half, even more dominant second half from these youngsters. Their goal scorers, Riz Doji, their captain Som Doji and Chilezer, 1 goal apiece. As for TSIRANG, their lone goal scorer Stefan Stalin in their solid matchup solid debut against Transport United will be looking to carry forward that momentum. That loss, a hard blow to their morale. But this is a new squad. This is a rebuilding team, and rebuild they have done. Looking dangerous in red, BFF Academy in white as we await the national anthem.
Demonstrations please rise for the national anthem.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo and welcome. We are nearing 6 p.m. here in Changlimitang, Thimphu. Give or take a couple of hours for our friends over in Nepal, Australia, and the giant world beyond. On screen, the referees for today: Birman Limbu, the main referee, assisted by Himkumar Sunwar and TSIRANG, the fourth official for today, Virendra Rai. Head coaches for both teams as well. For BFF, it is head coach Karmadema, assistant Roman Rai, goalkeeper coaches Sring Chobal and Yima Gelton, and physiotherapist Ishe Samdro. As for TSIRANG, head coach Bema, team manager Lobsang Tenzin, and physiotherapist Milan Limbu. There is the rebuilt squad. Today, a battle of philosophy. TSIRANG making full well the new rules that were implemented with regards to foreign and regional signings. 5 foreign players and 3 more regional players on top, making it a total of 8. TSIRANG fully utilizing that rule. John Payne Sarsha from Ghana, Olawale Oladipo from Nigeria, Alex Willen Senegal, Tampi Ernest Cameroon, and Foda Fofana from Guinea, alongside 3 Indian signings: Antonio Da Silva on goal, Stefan Stalin 25, solid presence in the midfield up front for TSIRANG FC, and Adash Vijay, a giant in the wing back for TSIRANG at 55. As for BFF, one of only 3 teams, if it has not been made obvious yet, one of 3 teams to stay fully national. BFF Academy, Ugan Academy, and the other being Tensung. So definitely a battle in terms of philosophy, national pride versus maximum budget, should I say. TSIRANG, despite the intimidating lineup, does not look like BFF will be giving them any inches. They are playing their next goalkeeper, Tanipenjo Thor, on the bench. Gunzarinzin, who had 1 appearance early on, is on the bench as well. But their 3 goal scorers from earlier, solid in the starting lineup, will be looking to get the edge over this renewed and rejuvenated TSIRANG FC squad. So, before we begin, do let me know which team you think will come out on top. Odds definitely in favor of the intimidating lineup from TSIRANG. But as always, BFF has surprised us time and time again, and as a Bhutanese, my heart in favor of them, of these youngsters who define the future of Bhutan football. But as we await countdown, do let me know what you think. Your predictions for this match will be: solid turnout, extreme weather in the match earlier in the Women's National League, had a bright sun shining to start the match, but had a piercing drizzle to close things off. Right now the weather is looking stable, look like it will continue to be so as we near kickoff. And there is the whistle to kick things off. Solid turnout in the audience as well. Plenty of familiar faces. Definitely opponents trying to keep each other in check as they are here to scout their opponents out before their matchups against each other. BFF Academy early advantage there. TSIRANG Olawale on the kickoff. Three former players for Transport United absorbed into the new TSIRANG lineup. Not quite the homecoming they expected in their matchup. First match against Transport United for Afiz Olawale for the Fofana and Alex Willen, former Transport United players, former Grizzlies. But we did see glimpses of the bright path they have here in the season to come. There, solid backup. The captain, John Payne Sasha, has been a part of TSIRANG FC for a while. Debuted here in the BoB Bhutan Premier League as a part of Namla FC, who have since then rebranded themselves and are back as Drukpas, currently on top of the table after securing two crucial victories, one against Paro FC in their opening 4-2 and their second 4-0 against a UA squad that tried their best but simply couldn't find an answer up front. Also want to get my apologies out of the way. I did come up with a cold, so my voice is being severely affected. But I will do my best to not compromise on my delivery here today. BFF, so far solid. Brilliant decision to let it roll past. But not quite the position they want. Offside it will be, and TSIRANG will restart at the center line. There is one of the few Bhutanese players playing on the side of TSIRANG right now, Kinzang Tsering. The rest of his backline partnership, all foreign signings. John Payne Sarsha, Adash Vijay, exceptional at the right back position, did a great job matched up against Abayomi. But as we all know and love, the number 7 for the Grizzlies, simply too much pace. Both put to good use in the 2 goals that they earned in that comeback against TSIRANG. But right now it is still the first few minutes. Both teams will be testing each other out for gaps, for weaknesses, and for simply habits, as has been the pattern throughout the entirety of both men's and women's leagues. It will be only after the first 15 minutes are over where it becomes obvious which team will have the upper hand going forward. Right now, it seems both are at a deadlock, a stalemate so far. Plenty of challenges this time from Alex Willen. A bit too much on that talk there. Does have a couple of words for Birman Limbu, but not quite the argument to be made there. There was that challenge on Somdoji. Has an assist and a goal to his name already. Both assisted by and towards their captain Rinsdoji, who has, as we all know, immense potential and the capacity to lead the Brunei squad going forward in our next few years. Alex plays it long, but this time no connection, and it will go out for a goal kick. There is the new starting goalkeeper for BFF Academy, Tanindoji, number 21. Thor on the bench, but definitely confident that we will not be seeing any drop-off in performance from BFF Academy and their back line. They are youngsters built with grit and effort from the academy, and they have been in the league for as long as they have for a reason. Talking about the league this time, it does seem like it will be quite interesting. Drukpa FC newly promoted up from the qualifiers with their signings. Currently up at the top spot, Paro FC with 1 loss, not many games played, is somehow at the middle of the table. And as such, it seems that this time relegation battle will be more intense than we've had than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, our sincerest apologies. It did happen earlier in the Women's League as well, but our power supply here at the broadcasting station got cut off and our entire system had to reboot, so our sincerest apologies. But this time we did end up missing quite a lot. BFF Academy opened the scoring courtesy of a brilliant run on that right flank by 19 Chinle Ezer, who sent a cross in. The first target let it roll, and brilliant finish from number 10 Som Doji at the edge of the box. You should see a replay of it sometime soon once we get that clip up, but our sincerest apologies again. Again, right now they did come close to scoring their second. Rinzin Doji on fire here right now. With that goal, it makes 2 goal contributions for Som Doji, 2 goals to his name. One in their first matchup against Ugin Academy, and right now a goal early on inside the first 10 minutes. TSIRANG doing a great job defensively, but the Academy boys are simply showing too much physicality and pace. They are breaking through those foreign signings with relative ease. There is the guy who assisted 19 on that right wing. Fantastic pace, beat 2. Delivery inside, a shot from Som Doji without much pressure as that final left-footed delivery, not quite enough to finish the job. Riz Doji right there expecting that pass, but there's too much to expect this early on. Well, moving on. TSIRANG definitely a surprise as they are put on that back foot, but BFF, the quality and their caliber fully on display. TSIRANG FC, 2 away games, both hot starts. There was number 25 Stefan Stalin for TSIRANG, who had that spectacular game, who had that lone goal in their opening campaign against Transport United, and will be the key player. They will look to build it up towards his presence in midfield, completely unrelenting. Apt description for him would be like playing with 3 lungs and an armor on. Unfortunate there for Tenzewanda. Last time we did see number 10 Singawanchu start instead. The white-haired glory up front. But this time he is on the bench. Did not have as effective as a game as TSIRANG hoped, and is instead starting out with Tenzewanda. Stalin. Back to TSIRANG. Cross inside, powerful header there on that wing for the Fofana. A dangerous threat in any aerial challenge, but this time a body forward, not quite the comfort he wanted. TSIRANG FC definitely active on the social media, so do give them a follow. From there, I do believe most people have heard about the signing of Transport United legend Tenda Doji, but as you know, it is quite hard to live fully off of football if you cannot commit full time. And as such, Tenda has an agreement, I believe, from what I know, that he will only be playing the home games for TSIRANG FC, and as such he will not be participating in any away matches, and as such he is not here in the squad list for TSIRANG. But if they do play back in TSIRANG, he will be back. There it is, the same issues that have been plaguing TSIRANG FC. They have solid personnel in their rosters, but it is simply an issue of chemistry. Their players end up either playing way too selfish, or they do not end up positioning themselves for the runs their teammates end up making for them. Possible handball there on John Payne, but no call there. Rizdoji. BFF Academy looking to build up, but that unfortunate clip on the back heel sets a counter-attack in motion from TSIRANG FC. Alex Willen off to the left. Pemadoji. Olawale up front, but fantastic physicality on the challenge there by Chogal Sherop. There again, the youth side playing perfectly fiber for fiber against the veteran sides. As that delivery deflected off and will be a corner for TSIRANG FC. Again, despite the strength of the Academy boys, aerial battles will be hard to win if these giants already have position. Adash looks to be the target. Header from 55, right up there. Pandemonium and shot over the crossbar. There again, BFF Academy not feeling the loss of Tande Pinjor, who is on the bench right now. Brilliant job narrowing the angles on that shot. And TSIRANG will have to settle for yet another corner. Corner. High. Far off to the back. Immediately. Looking to set things in motion. BFF Academy already has one inside the first 10 minutes. Unfortunately, slip there for Tandin Sewang. Possession lost for the Fofana. Seven for TSIRANG. For the Fofana was already clutching at his hamstrings right in the second minute. Seems like it will continue to bother his performances out here today. For the Fofana, still will need to be looked at properly as BFF look to build up. Challenge there from behind, Buckingham sitting. Earns John Pine the ball, but brilliant effort yet again. 19. Delays are absolutely crucial for BFF Academy on that right wing. That earlier goal, courtesy of his pace and hustle down on that right flank, beat two defenders. And that cross in capitalized on by number 10, Som Doji. Seems like he will be on that ball yet again. Cross. Perfect whip right to the penalty area, but it is headed away. TSIRANG. Wale Oladipo, not quite the best stretches he's had in the BoB Bhutan Premier League. This time it does have the space. Cuts left foot. Right towards Doji. Again, he is a prolific goal scorer. His stint with Timbu City definitely helped him shine, but after joining Transport United and now TSIRANG FC, does look like he is way out of his prime. Long ball out to that right, that pace from is there, almost doing wonders for BFF Academy. John Payne, interception. Send the jump to right in the middle. Somdoji, back to Ginza. Long delivery by Kinzang. Up to that left, but too many white jerseys in the way. Back to Dodo. Brilliant pass from Riz Doji. TSIRANG definitely allowing a bit more space than they would like, but a smart play indeed. BFF doing a great job breaking through in blitzing the backline for TSIRANG. They do yet again. Shot up close. Antonio da Silva too late to react. Simply lacking accuracy. That pass on point. The defender's taken completely aback. Somdoji. TSIRANG on the breakaway, but this time a bit too hard on that. Stefan Stalin almost committing to that run. But the same issue with TSIRANG FC. Again, they are getting a bit too ambitious. They have the personnel. Adash and Stefan Stalin, brilliant signings. Definitely proven their worth, but it has been the front line that has been lacking. For the Fofana, also not helped by the fact that he is being bothered by the tight hamstring right now. BFF on the breakaway. Send the jump to. Forced to cut back. Attack still alive for BFF. Perfectly timed challenge, in fact, by TSIRANG. For the Fofana, a good job posting up TSIRANG. Left-footed whip, perfect this time, but the header not quite enough bar there. The national players definitely shining compared to their foreign counterparts here for TSIRANG FC. John Payne. With those challenges being thrown the way of Chinese. Brilliant cross there, right past Tampi Ernest. The Cameroonian fully outstretched, but Riz Doji right there. Simply a bit too early for the referee's liking. And BFF will be forced to restart, I believe. Tinder jumps off. Plays it back. Dechuk Drucker. Somdoji. Promising build-up space, opening up in TSIRANG's centre-backs. But too risky. BFF doing the smart choice. Playing patiently. There is Stefan Stalin again. Was the heartbeat of this same TSIRANG FC squad that lost against Transport United quite barely. Those two comeback goals, simply unfortunate for them, was a brilliant match otherwise. And Stefan Stalin, the heart of it all. For the Fofana, right up there, but intercepted before he could even get a touch in. John Payne. Definitely getting feisty for both teams on that right flank for BFF. But again, another advantage from a set piece. This will be Stefan Stalin. Plenty of targets. Cross right there. Header connects and into the back of the net, but not allowed. The commotion inside that box a bit too much for the referee's liking. But seeing that ball roll right in should very well be the spark that TSIRANG need to get one in properly this time. There's Wanda. Alex Willen. Walawale up front, left foot turnaround, not quite the speed he wants for the Fofana. Already almost at the half an hour mark, did not even notice. Both teams definitely giving the audience here in Changlemetong their money's worth. Adash, VJ. Definitely intentional there. Believe an elbow was thrown right at Rinzen before that ball dropped anywhere near there. Both teams getting chippy. Rizdoji will not like that. There was that contest again. Adash, there is the contact. A little shove here, a little shove there, and an elbow right there. But the referee not enough. Did not expect that at all. And Adash is let loose. Somdoji. Rizdoji is up there. Options in the midfield as well. Breakthrough, but offside. As it rolls right towards Antonio da Silva. Song plays it short. Rizdoji right there. Hopefully the captain keeps himself under composure. It will be a hard loss for BFF if 7 is sent off, but there is that pace again. Tilneezer. Advantages opening up right next to Antonio da Silva. Cross delivered inside, headed. And danger cleared by TSIRANG at the last minute. Plenty of options as TSIRANG made that brilliant cut in, but it will be an opportunity I feel that will come again and again. TSIRANG versus TSIRANG has been the matchup in favor of 19 for BFF Academy the entire first half an hour. Cross for the Fofana right there, but simply a step too ahead. Stefan Stalin is beat. Olawale for the recovery, but cleared away strong by Tinder Jamto. Possession still alive. There's Wanda on that left. Excellent hustle there by Tinder Jamto. At this point, BFF Academy with the 1-goal advantage that occurred while we were having the power supply issues. And also we do not have a replay of that, so looking for your understanding. But cross, played back, header. There again, the curse on the teams here in both competitions. Open net, right in front, point blank and a miss. There was that first header, but not quite the control There's Wonder will want going forward. Solid job on that first header by Foda Fofana. Right towards the space where TSIRANG FC had occupied. Strong header is Doji, not quite there. Olawale Oladipo right up. That header might have been a bit too much. That turnaround well read, but Oladipo does a solid job sending it right back inside the box. But the Academy boys, what a job they are doing holding on to that back line like their lives are on the line. Still anyone's ball. Fofana! Off to Woodworks off the side. What a miss for 77. There was Fofana. 3 defenders doing their best to deny 77 from proper contact. Almost drew level, but TSIRANG FC is heating up. Stefan Stalin, cross, back post, header, off to the side, and BFF Academy saved from this unrelenting waves that TSIRANG brought forth in the last few minutes. Solid challenge and entanglement in TSIRANG FC's half. Again, these are simply kids. Dendro Gelson doing a fantastic job matching fiber for fiber against TSIRANG's defense. BFF Academy, options to work with. Tampi Ernest sends it right back. So does Stefan Stalin. And TSIRANG FC on the breakaway. Open space, right flank, Olawale. Unfortunate slip there. Does a solid job retaining possession. Comes out on top with that ball. There's Wanda. TSIRANG FC will do good to restart their efforts. Olawale Oladipo. Solid post up yet again from number 9 for TSIRANG. Brilliant turnaround. Might be a cut in, but two bodies in the way. TSIRANG FC are forced to settle yet again for another corner. Again, hats off to the backline of BFF Academy for that mind-blowing defense. Chef Doji has been playing really well, also helped by his backline severely. Stefan Solin, left-footed this time, header, strong. It is Doji right at his feet, and it is sent right back to Antonio da Silva. Brilliant control there. There again, Laser. It has been a buffet for 19 on that right wing. Can he do it again? Well, happens to the best of us. But BFF Academy do manage to get that ball back. Their first goal courtesy of 19, making a solid run down on that right cross. Right at the D area where number 10, Som Doji, took clear advantage. For the Fofana, challenges from both sides. He goes down, earns themselves a whistle. Well, Fofana equally as physical, but definitely was the defensive side right now. That's Kinza. Back to John Payne, Sasha. Tampi Ernest lets that ball slip by, but that Adash VJ making no mistakes, sends it right back. Although it is BFF Academy with possession, Rizdoji, solid job, gets it back. Open break for BFF Academy. Options right there, but that pass right towards Da Silva. Pressure definitely affecting the performance of the BFF Academy boys going forward. TSIRANG definitely advantage. As Fofana goes down yet again, right in front of the referee. No whistle this time. Challenge from Alex Willen forces that error. Tampi Ernest with the tackle to send it right back and forces it right towards Tiliezer, who has been on fire all game long. Cut left foot. Far edge of the box. Options opening up. The captain, space right in front. Left foot, too much power. There was that one-on-one brilliant against Adash VJ. But that final tackle narrowed and closed off too many options. And Riz Doji a bit too hyped. As man down from TSIRANG. Well, for the Fofana, already had a hamstring issue right in the opening minutes of this match. Did go down that one time. Multiple challenges on 77. And it seems like he will be walked off. So far, brilliant. Was one of the few sparks from the side of TSIRANG FC against the unexpectedly brilliant performance from BFF Academy. In their matchup against Transport United, TSIRANG definitely looked like a team that could contend for at least a spot in the top 4. But their performance, conflicting the brilliance in their roster they built, has been very, very lackluster. That challenge on Somdoji. BFF's lone scorer right now. Opened the scoring in the 8th minute. And there is the substitution coming in for Foda Fofana. It is 47, Bijay Samal. Definitely getting chippy here. Had that one elbow from Adash Vijay over to Rizdoji, which the referee missed. But definitely a lot of physicality going on. The same story in TSIRANG's last match, where against Transport United, a lot of challenges were allowed. Also, the score right now is 1-0. That one goal coming from BFF Academy when our power supply here at our station was cut down. So unfortunate for that, we do not have a replay, but the gist of it was basically Chinlezer, as you've seen again and again, making that brilliant run down on that right flank. Brilliant cross inside at the D area, caught the backline of TSIRANG completely by surprise, and that shot from Somdoji, fully composed, no chance, as Oladipo right there, as Sharp Doji a touch too late to release it out. Again, unfortunate there, but Sharp a bit too hard on that touch off to that left. Brilliant base. Oladipo coming alive. Also for BFF Academy, Tanipenjo, their starting goalkeeper, Thor, is on the bench. Couldn't find the reason out. But so far we have seen no lack in drop-off. We have seen no drop-off in terms of performance. BFF, opportunity to build it up, but that challenge on Somdoji a bit too much. And given the age of these youngsters, definitely they will be looking for their get back. They do have the lead right now, but there is too much physicality from TSIRANG that are going unanswered. Hopefully we do not see anything major build up. Last season did see an entertaining stint with Transport United, as it rolls right back towards Antonio da Silva. Not much time remains, less than 5 minutes. With extra time, TSIRANG will have to do their best to either close the gap or keep it where it is without letting it widen up even further. As Olawale taps it off to the right, Tinswanda keeps it alive, cross right towards Sharp Doji. Brilliant save from the goalkeeper, solid positioning as BFF look to restart. Well, seems like Olawale Oladipo is downed. But BFF advantage cleared away by Kinsang Tsering. As finally attention towards a Fies Oladipo. Well, seems like he is back, helped up by Chogeles Sharap. There was that challenge from his side earlier. Could have been dangerous for the goalkeeper. Boots extended from Olawale. But they will have to settle for the scoreline where it is right now as BFF look to mount yet another attack. Chogeles Sharap. TSIRANG bolstering up the back line, definitely will want to keep the scoreline level where it is right now. Going into the locker room after handing a notable advantage to your opponents is not the decision they want to make. But right now they are doing a great job on offense as well. Not quite the start we saw against Transport United, but they are coming slowly alive. Alex Willen definitely took a little bit of risk there on that challenge. There was that challenge from earlier. Does not look intentional, but given the weight on the man, it should have been quite heavy. Through ball, up that right, it will stay inside if that challenge does not come. But then Gutson is shoved right out of the way. John Payne, immediate throw in. Alex Willen keeps possession alive. Stefan Stalin, opportunity as 2 more minutes have been added. Kinzang. Got it right back from Vijay Samal, but that attack does not bear fruit. Way too entangled for the referee's liking. And we will be back in possession for BFF Academy. Definitely both teams looking to close this half out with a goal. Not clear yet which team it will be in favor for. That pass almost got Chugalchera by surprise. Olawale Oladipo right there alongside him. But solid job getting it back, Chugal. Seconds until we hear the whistle from the referee. Somdoji right in the middle. That first touch perfect, but Adash Vijay read it like a book, and Antonio da Silva will send it out long. Restart for BFF. Possibly the last offense mounted for this half. Solid challenge there. It is clean. But that pass towards Oladipo, not quite in the direction the 9 wanted it. And there is the whistle. Brilliant half from BFF Academy. Their shining lights, Somdoji and Tenezer, alongside their very own captain, has been the key to their success in the first half. Definitely a lot of calls missed. Rinsdoji definitely wanted that call from earlier on that elbow by Adash Vijay. But going forward, they do have the advantage. TSIRANG FC definitely coming closer, simply not finding the answer to build their connection up in that final stretch. For the Fofana, a key in their roster has been subbed out. And as such, TSIRANG FC will need to find new win conditions. Oladipo, unlike their first match, has come alive today, but the passes are simply not making its way there. So, looking forward to a rejuvenated match. This was your commentator, Ugintesh Doji. Apologies for the lack of energy, as I did come up with a cold. I am doing my best matching the pace of this game, but there are times when my voice simply dies out. But again, looking forward to your understanding. Thank you guys for the interactions. Do let me know what you think the outcome of the second half will be. BFF solid, performing well beyond expectations as we head into the second half. See you guys after the break.
cittadina, cittadina si dà controllare, che sarà una dire, che c'è qualcosa tanto che credo, c'è una che anda, OTP, c'è una cittadina.
나무기 모델을 한 그의 라인기 오트리스 가기에는 대수분이 가이나 예중도 페스티벌과 같이 그분 집에 나무기 하전수 용도 파시였으니 나중에 인생을 주신 황수성을 제압하고 나무기 모델을 한 라인기 오트리스의 사실 하전수 가하면서 주소를 이웃은 생각이나 모티브나 맡긴 것이 체조가 인생의 노력이 주신 포인트를 드리고 주가 주의 자신의 인생이 되는 사실이죠.
Uncle, sir.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo, and welcome back to a fantastic second half. Right now, BFF Academy in the lead with a brilliant goal coming by way of an assist from 19 TSIRANG, who has been in a spectacular form in this match. And number 10, TSIRANG FC look to close the gap early on. Second delivery this time, no contact. We'll get another attempt in off the top. Bematoji, solid shot. And what a build-up it was from that national lineup up front. For TSIRANG, it has been Olawale Olutipo, who has been really active up front. Won them a lot of second chances. Definitely getting closer and closer for the Fofana, who was the other key contributor up front. Has been subbed off after a hamstring pull. As yet another player down for TSIRANG. Advantage played. Long Alex Willen will want his teammate to get looked at. It is the heartbeat of TSIRANG in midfield. So Stefan Stalin absolutely crucial in keeping the gap as narrow as they could in that first loss against Transport United. That one goal was courtesy of 25 as well. Seems like he was clipped, as it seems like he will be coming back up. Again, both teams definitely getting physical. TSIRANG, not the spot they want to be, given the relegation of the bottom two teams from last season. TSIRANG looked like they were in a very dangerous place at the table to be in alongside Tensung, but coming back into this season with the signings that they have committed to, the rebuild that they expected to turn the tables for them. And starting the season off with 2 consecutive losses will not be step 1 in their plan. As BFF get the opportunity to restart from way back in their own territory. Forceful clearance, low and strong by Antonio da Silva. Rizdoji, solid job holding his own against the double team, but unfortunate for him it will be throw-in. Kinzong, plenty of options to choose from. BFF closing in on as many angles as they can. Not many open looks. Throw-in, played high, right midfield. Stefan Stalin again almost there, but it is sent off long. Chogil Sherab, right back to Sherab Tochi. Again, BFF starting goalkeeper Thor is not on the starting 11, he is on the bench. But again, hats off to Sherab, has not made the lack of their starting goalkeeper's presence felt in any way whatsoever. Tony Jumso, solid outlet middle. Somdoji, brilliant pass. Rizdoji one-on-one against TSIRANG centre backs from point blank, and he had it coming. Assist on the first, and now a goal for himself. TSIRANG, spectacular form here today as BFF Academy widen the margin, up their lead to 2 against TSIRANG's 0. Brilliant decision making on that wing. Rizdoji completely unselfish. An unfortunate positioning there for Tampi. Ernest covered more of the cross. Trusted Da Silva on that shot, but too much power behind to get a proper reaction in, and it is BFF's second.
BFF Academy scored by just number 19, TSIRANG.
Still loose. TSIRANG there again. Hustle. TSIRANG FC are showing on getting their possessions back. But right now it does not work. BFF Academy looking promising. They have the hot hands. They have the hot feet. Missed pass. Stefan Stalin from distance. Shut up off his line. Close goal there for TSIRANG Academy and BFF. Brilliant judgment from 25. Saw the keeper way off his line. But not quite at the mark where it needs to be. And Sharap will be shown mercy on his judgment. Ball played long. Olawale. There is Adash. VJ, pass to Oscar, not quite there as Rizdoji breaks free. Ernest, right there, shot. First shot is denied by Antonio Da Silva, but BFF will keep possession alive. Options developing. Rizdoji at the edge of the box has that one-on-one poked right in, but that double team shuts that window of opportunity. BFF forced to restart. Challenge perfectly timed by Oscar. BFF space to work with. Plenty of personnel as well as that wild swing. Clearance does not work. Still at the edge of the box. BFF, lots of angles they could work with, but TSIRANG FC doing a great job regrouping. BFF man down inside TSIRANG's box, but initiative still not lost. And finally sent out. It is the captain, Rinzan Doji. There was that setup. Biden's Doji set up that shot perfectly, but couldn't ask for a better save from Antonio Da Silva. As there is a substitution coming in. Finally, we are seeing the debut for Okuteli Michael. With Fofana out. Also, would like to take this opportunity to explain the rules on the foreign players. Any team is allowed to field a total of 5 international players. An international meaning that they are not from any of the South countries or neighboring countries. So right now they have John Paintasha from Ghana, Olawale Oladipo from Nigeria, Alex Willen, Tampi Ernest, and they had Foda Fofana, who after being subbed out opened up another spot that they could put their foreign signing in, and that is where Okuteli Michael comes in. Also, the newest rules where regional players are not treated the same as foreign players, opening up to a total of 8 players potentially being fielded by any team, which TSIRANG is using right now. 3 players from India, Antonio Da Silva on goal, Stefan Stalin, 25, and Adash Vijay rounds up the 8 internationals for TSIRANG FC, which they are putting to full use, might I add. Rizdoji has been evaluated, seems like he will be back as Antonio sends it off. And TSIRANG looking to build things up again. Olawale. BFF, a solid passing, loses their marks. Chogal Sharap. Brilliant fake, cuts it right back in. That first pass a miss, but that second beautifully recovered. A strong challenge there by Alex Willen. This time though it is late and the referee warrants a call on that challenge. A bit late on that challenge there by TSIRANG. Not to put down his performance, he has been solid by any means. But his matchup today has been 19 Chile's, who has been on an absolute tear in this match. Already an assist, already a goal. And plenty of time left, so much more for 19 to take advantage of on that right wing. This time TSIRANG's matchup will be Rizdoji, their captain, as BFF. Look to build something up. Struggle set up. Lets it roll. Stefan Solid. Lucky clearance there by Sherab. The first shot deflected, perfectly timed on that challenge. What a block on an otherwise frantic escape for BFF Academy. Thought it was a corner for TSIRANG, but will not be. There is Sherab. Could have added a little bit of lift there, but not much he could do in that small window of time. But despite the advantage, TSIRANG FC has nothing to show for it right now as we approach the hour mark. Played right back. Tampi Ernest. Off to the captain and back to Antonio da Silva. BFF's solid positioning. Disciplined zone. Not many angles TSIRANG can realistically occupy. Is that challenge? A bit harsh on Pemadochi. And whistle in favor of TSIRANG FC. There is Adash VJ. Definitely pressure on 55. Was matched up against Rizdoji. Frustrations definitely built in. Do believe there was an elbow that did not warrant a call. They did not get a call. Adash, perfect whip right into the box. No contact there. First shot slips, second slips as well. Back to back misses as both shots swing right past the ball. And brilliant footwork. They're escaping the two challenges. Finn Gelson. Brilliant job holding position, and it will be back to Sherab. Sherab has Tindu jump down the line. Will opt for Tanibunso. Misjudged that line. An immediate throw in. Stefan Solin gets past the double team. Oladipo has a teammate if he wants to set it up for Michael right there. Oladipo definitely did the best he can. Brilliant touch, kept it under control and set it right up for the shot that never came. And it is right back. Somdoji switches sides off to the left. Header intercepts. But off to the races. Rinzendoji. Brilliant job. Almost got there for the contest. But with Adash VJ and Antonio da Silva, there was no option for him to get in the mix. John Payne. Header. Possession for BFF Academy. Space up front, but offside. Rizdoji, brilliant job winning that possession back, but started way too deep in TSIRANG territory. Alex Willen. Stefan Stalin has that right foot. Far off to that left. He has been the man to carry the mantle for TSIRANG FC. Again, a reminder, last match against Transport United, he was the lone goal scorer. This time he has had the best shots. There were those two misses from earlier. Michael with the first. Unfortunate string of circumstances for TSIRANG as we finally approach The 1 hour mark. And no reply yet. TSIRANG do feel like they are edging ever so near to a response of their own. But the underrated aspect of BFF Academy's game here today has been their stellar defense. We do have to remember that they are simply kids, but their physicality has been on par. With all the foreign signings even coming out on top in times against TSIRANG. TSIRANG opening. Michael, that first challenge nowhere near cross. Right inside and tapped in. Subbed in the second half. An immediate impact there by Michael, who wants that ball. Shoves there on the kids. Definitely a lot to work on in terms of composure, but what a goal it was. Olawale Oladipo broke free. That cross beyond 1, 2 and 3 it was, as that tap in puts TSIRANG back into this game. Solid chances of coming back in, as the score is now BFF Academy 2, TSIRANG 1.
Goal for TSIRANG FC, scored by number 48, Michael.
Very well. The opportunity for TSIRANG FC to take advantage of as the momentum finally swings a little bit in their favor. BFF still unrelenting as ever in their defensive efforts. Brilliant fake there. The contest a bit too late. BFF almost playing advantage. Very late challenge there, but this time BFF are onside. Cross played right in. Riz Doji has the space at the edge of the box. Left foot, right pass, Antonio De Silva smashed into bits as BFF Academy make it 3. Immediate reply to TSIRANG's hope. And celebrations for the youngsters in white, as morale probably shattered for TSIRANG FC by this point. That hope that came from that goal from Michael, now no longer a reality. There was that finish. The captain setting it up the entire match for the rest of his teammates. This time will get one for himself.
Goal for BFF Academy, scored by number 7, Doji.
Yet another injury for TSIRANG. This time it will be Tampi Ernest, the Cameroonian. What a strike, what a finish from Rizdoji. Again, promising future for these youngsters in the scene of Bhutanese football. And given the age they were born in, definitely plenty of opportunities in Asia as well. Stefan Solin, cross, Michael. Unfortunate there, TSIRANG. Wanting a handball call there. But play on they will. This time, again, on the breakaway, then to Gelson. Rizdoji on the left, plenty of options, Rizdoji. Same spot, this time, curls it. A bit over the crossbar. Ever so near to yet another goal as BFF Academy riding on the waves of their momentum. Well, it seems like Tampi Ernest is out for good. Michael, brilliant footwork. Alex Willen off to the left. Vijay Samal, great job keeping it alive. Kidang in the back as an option, but left-footed cross right inside. Olawale Oladipo. Too much energy posting up and share up. Dodging traffic and getting the save. As BFF get yet another opportunity to restart. These young boys, they are hot. Heat checks will be flying from the youngsters in white here at Chang Limitong. Shut up. Strong possession. Brilliant job. Beating the first. There is Chinlaser. Unselfish Rinzin Doji 1-on-1 and it will be 3! What a connection up front. Chinlaser. Absolutely beautiful. It's that second pass. That was that first touch. That was that second. And that third touch from Rinzin Doji. That may have been the dagger to seal the win. Here for BFF Academy, still plenty more time to play for, as there is a substitution coming in. Tampi Ernest did go down earlier, and it will be Rinchen Namgyal. TSIRANG's foreign signings now exhausted. Right now, BFF leading 4-2 goals by the way of their captain Somdoji with the opener Chinlaser. Well deserved, multiple assists and a goal to his name, making it 4 in response to TSIRANG's hope. There again, Rizdoji right up there. Simply a stride to behind as that delivery inside again by Chinlaser. What a night it has been for 19. Again, the national matchup on that flank. Victorious yet again for Chinlaser, who has been having an absolute feast on that flank. Has the pace, is solid enough, is toughing out any challenges. And this time, we'll get the chance to do it again. Tani Punso. BFF. baiting TSIRANG out. They will want to stretch TSIRANG's defense in. Michael. Too big, too strong for these youngsters. Did have that one goal off of a tap-in. That shot handed to on the platter by Olatipo as Adash clearance fails off of Tendup. TSIRANG to restart. Bima. Olatipo sends it right back to Bima. Michael will go for it. And the big man is down. Definitely an interception right there, as his boot clipped on that challenge. There was that pass from Pema. Michael. Yep. Shot right towards the cleats. There's the lone goal scorer right now for TSIRANG. Definitely solid signings from TSIRANG. A stacked roster, but in fact it has been the Indian signings who have performed their level best. 3 foreign signings who were released by Transport United. For the Fofana, Alex Willen and Afiz Olawale-Oladipo, who played for Transport United last season. John Payne Sasha back for TSIRANG. But a couple other signings may not have been the best of choices, but it will simply be a matter of when they can get their chemistry back. Ambitious there from TSIRANG, but not quite enough to threaten the solid backline and Sharab Toji. Again, there was that solid connection between the three up front. Rizutochi making no mistakes, finishing up that solid connection. Completely unselfish. Levels of improvement for the Academy boys. Less than 20 minutes remain. Definitely feel like the Academy boys have a lot more in their tank than they're letting on. As there again, space opening up. Rizdoji onside, the pass gets there. 7 will keep it on. 1-on-1 on the wing. Cuts in, that burst gives him the space. Tendup gets it back, but finally the interception, and Academy will be forced to restart from a throw-in. BFF Academy, space, will go for it from far out, but this time it will not convert. Done in Taiwan. Not much to show for in the stat sheet, but definitely his presence impacting the momentum that BFF Academy has built minute after minute, play after play. Alex Willen this time helping out back. They do have Olawale up front, but Stefan, brilliant job sending it right back to Michael, who earns a whistle. There again, an underrated factor in the Academy boys game, their physicality. Michael, who is, as you can see, very, very big. But the Academy boys solid, keeping them at bay. TSIRANG plays it shot. Michael. His communication there again for TSIRANG as that shot Not enough to pose any sort of danger for BFF Academy, and it will be a goal kick for Sharab Doji. Sharab, solid power, but a bit too off target. Adash. Not many options for VJ to work with. Michael is on that line. Chokal Sharab there again. The physicality from the academy boys, keeping it online. At this point, no longer surprised that Michael did not get that ball off of Chokal Sharab, who did a fantastic job winning that physical battle. Shut up. And the yellow card. Thank you. And the yellow card there for the goalkeeper. Took too long. But given the miss he made in that goal kick. Extended elbow there. There was that challenge from behind. Yep, definitely too much extension on that arm there by TSIRANG. BFF Academy, space, midfield, Dendro lets it roll. Here's Doji. Keeping it alive, Tandintong, left footed. Off of Adash, VJ, and BFF will get yet another opportunity in a really, really dangerous area. Well, did catch a glimpse of him there on the side. Tandipendro, the starting goalkeeper for BFF Academy, seems to be warming up and preparing to come back in. Again, no drop-off in performance despite playing the second goalkeeper. Here's Doji. Deflection. Still alive for BFF, but that touch-up tapped too heavy, but offside nonetheless. TSIRANG. Quick restart. Michael wants that ball. TSIRANG. Other Fiji. Oscar on that right wing. Still alive. Cross right inside. Stefan Stalin. Can he get the turnaround? Hands it off for a cross inside. Michael slip up. Still alive. Sharab fully extended, sending that ball up high. Still alive as Stefan Stalin left footed. Inaccurate off to the right. There was that slip up from Michael. And that shot, what a save by Sharab Doji. Brilliant goalkeeping, and that finish not quite there for TSIRANG. Yet again, Sharab Doji, his pass is getting inaccurate by the minute. Not much time remain, a bit more than 10 minutes. BFF with a solid lead. But make no mistake, this is the game of football. Still very realistic odds. With TSIRANG coming back in, they simply need 3 possessions, 3 shots. Clinical and without mistakes to get right back in. Yesterday's Drukpa, the last match in this league, where Drukpa FC had the tightest hat-trick from their sub. Karma Jamso did not get many shots. And in the few that he got, made shot after shot. 2 of them, I believe, came out in additional time as their substitution. Coming in for BFF Academy, it's BoB and Gelson. Started in their first match. This will be his second appearance. Whistle there on that challenge. Although Ali was looking to break away on that left flank. But it will do them better to regroup. Possibly Stefan. Yes, it will be. Lots of options to work with. Michael, definitely. Michael and Olawale Oladipo, definitely the physical targets they will be setting up front there. Olawale shoveling 2 players out of his way. Right towards the goalkeeper. Sharab Toji positioned perfectly to deny that attempt. Olawale right behind, waiting for a slip up from Sharab. Cheeky play there by number 9. Kinzadupto. Off to that wing. It will be Tilaser again. But not quite the initiative they want right now. Restarting the better odds. Tilaser hands it over. Kept alive. Fantastic recovery. Laser. Offside. But TSIRANG, great job recovering. Oladipo did not expect that slipper from the defender. Got completely off guard. Could have had the ball there, but it will be in favor for BFF Academy. Rizdoji on that left has the matchup he likes. The cut in, poked away. Double team. Shh. Friendly fire. As Pemandoji knocked down by the giant of a man that Michael is. There was that replay, shoves between Pema and Tanin Sewang. Pemandoji, midfield. Brilliant timing on that pass. Needled it way towards Stefan Stalin. Pemandoji. Looking to restart. John Payne off to the left, pass intercepted to Laser again. Pemandoji. Cross, too much whip. Could not meet his player's stride. And BFF Academy initiative to launch the counter attack. TSIRANG, plenty of time to regroup. Does not look as scattered as BFF will want them to be. Left flank breached. Vijay Samal. Probably waited too long. But fantastic skills from 47, keeping possession alive as TSIRANG FC will look for yet another angle to breach BFF form. Alash Vijay. Cross. A bit too high inside. Still alive. Stefan Stalin inside bottom left. Two goals in 2 games for Stefan Stalin from India. Definitely one of the bigger names from Indian football that they've signed. Brilliant recovery. Could have sent it off in that first clearance, but simply mistimed it. And completely juked out the back line. Brilliant placement from Stefan Stalin. But it is still yet another peak they have to look up to after crossing their first mountain. Still 2 more goals. BFF Academy in a flurry scored 3, which has given them the advantage. TSIRANG, even after coming back with 2, still halfway there. Brilliant move there. Chile is there. A bit too heavy there. Rizdoji was almost there, but they will do a good job keeping it in the line. Rizdoji, one-on-one. The captain breaches the first line of defense and almost netted it in. What an effort from the captain. He has 2 right now. Could very well make it 3. But fantastic positioning there from Antonio da Silva. Not much he could have done. Brilliant senses from the goalkeeper, Michael. That touch expected a teammate to follow up. Adarsh taking no risks, send it out long. Stefan Stalin, header back towards Oladipo, but he will be offside. Lobbed it over the goalkeeper, but easy call there for the linesman. There it is, 21. Thor back in the line for BFF Academy. What a solid performance it has been for Sherab Toji as well. His first start did earn a yellow card for his antiques. But solid has he been. Did not feel a drop in performance.
The switcher for BFF Academy, that's number 1, Sherab Toji, is replaced by that's number 81.
Well, I do not have the experience in Bhutan football to say a lot about the rest of the other positions. But given the matches I've covered so far, definitely no shortage in goalkeeping talent in the youth of our country. Timpo FC, solid in Baitika. BFF Academy, their second, has proven his word today. Sochanyima Forogan Academy as well. Even the under-17s. Well, our only hope going forward can be that we do not lose them to the Australian diaspora as well. Do have a couple of notable players down there already. Will not want to make it any more than this. BFF keeps it alive. Low cross. Might be recovered, but not taking any chances. Possession still alive. Adarsh Vijay, challenge from behind. Stefan Stalin, brilliant job. Burst of energy from 25 here for TSIRANG. But that touch baited the challenge. Read like a book. An issue we saw with other teams, the role plays. Definitely specialized, but in the case of these youngsters, it feels like they are midfielders. Everyone is a midfielder playing in the position that they are. In words of casual understanding, it would be apt to say that all of these youngsters are ballers. Their gift on the ball, definitely evident for everyone to see. As that right lane opens up yet again, that challenge, John Payne, Sasha, perfectly timed, clean. Will not like the lack of effort from their midfielders. Adarsh Vijay will look to deliver it at the edge of the box. Michael, that just a little bit too heavy. Still alive. Stefan Stalin, brilliant job keeping it alive, but Michael, way too big for his own liking, lost his balance. Has a goal already, but the second and third lost. As there is a yellow card this time towards Alex Willen. There was that brilliant post-up otherwise. Did a great job turning around, but put too much weight on Sindhu Jamsol, who pulled the chair on him and he stumbled. And 4 more minutes have been added. Again, not sure what the terms in football are, but in basketball, when a heavier guy tries to back you down and you let him fly by and fall, We call that pulling the chair. So hopefully I do believe that that is an apt term in football as well. BFF Academy. No shortage of efforts from distance. We'll go at it again. Brilliant talk off the woodworks. What an effort there by TSIRANG. Saved by the bar. Stefan Sardin up front. BFF. This is the most scattered they have been the entire game. Adash Vijay participating up front as well. Rushed that pass a bit too much, but Tan Seong, great job sending it out. There was that shot from TSIRANG. No dip. Perfect technique. My, the future of Bhutanese football definitely bright for the years to come. Adash Vijay. Not quite the javelin he wanted. So far did see a couple of names who were able to make the throw-in into our corner. Saint Neo, definitely one of the more notable names in our scene, launches that ball from the side right towards the goalkeeper. Adash Vijay has an arm on him as well, but this time not quite able to put it to use. BFF Academy, a bit too harsh of a challenge there. And it will be TSIRANG FC on the set piece from a range that BFF Academy will not like. There was that challenge on Stefan. Kinza Rigzin. Too much commitment. Kinzan TSIRANG. Lots of bodies in the way. Kinzang does look like he will be attempting to open up, but alongside Michael, who are right there on the wall. Alex Willen. Thor in the post. Ball low and to the right. Almost got them by surprise. There was that shot again. Brilliant arc, but a bit too far wide. Lots of targets for Tandapinjo to pick apart. Will send it out right. Tunisia has been really, really on fire on that right wing. BFF will have to do their best to send it right their way. Rizdoji on the other side has been equally as dominant. The captain, no misses. There again, Stefan. Right on the line, but this time too much momentum on that ball. Here's Doji. And there it is. What an outing it has been for the Academy boys. Their full talent on display, dominated on both ends of the ground. Even more remarkable than their clinical finishing was their defense. They are still youngsters, they are students, and yet physically they were evenly matched and at times even dominant against the TSIRANG FC squad chock full of foreign signings. Brilliant defensive display, brilliant offensive display, a complete all-around game as BFF earned yet another 3 points, joining the ranks of Drukpa FC in continuous wins. TSIRANG FC, solid lineup, but definitely a lot more they need to work on. Not helped by the fact that Foda Fofana, a key cornerstone in their efforts today, went out early. It will be a long journey for TSIRANG FC going forward. But given their roster, it will be important to not go too far deep into that rabbit hole. But anyways, still strong potential. The Indian signings especially has been crucial for TSIRANG, even more than the foreign ones. 3 foreign signings absorbed from Transport United in for the Fofana, Alex Willen and Afiz Olawale Oladipo and for the Fofana alongside Willen have been crucial, but they will need to rethink a little bit a couple of their other signings. Adash Vijay, not the best of his games, had a solid first outing, but right now not the best game he has had here in the league. BFF Academy will celebrate. What a solid performance all around. But until then, beautiful match here at Changlemetang. Definitely suitable weather here. Had rain early on in the Women's National League. Lucky enough for these players that we did not have to bear that burden. But thank you guys for tuning in. Our sincerest apologies again for the issues with the power supply early on. It was a surprise to us as well. Did happen once earlier in today's matchup for the Women's National League. Did take us by surprise yet again. Thought we had it fixed. But anyways, thank you guys for your patience. Looking forward to see you guys again in the upcoming matches. Until then, this was your commentator Ugintrashi Toji with my sincerest heart. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you again next time.